Beasley, the 14 Billy Ellerton, the 15 Leon White, the 16 will be Phil Saunderson, the 17 Jesse Inal, the 18 Landon Johnson, the 19 Brady Dunn, and the 20 Blake Woodrow as WA gets underway in the first game. And the referee, Katie James Watt. The touch judges side, Patillier and Kieran Crow, the other one. So we'll always that'd be great. And there's a mistake there from the invitation side early. Western Australia, after a good kick-off, went deep. As I said, the side in blue, if people are wondering, it's an Invitation 17s. 10 South Australian lads mixed up with 10 Victorians. And it's good to see some South Australian boys back playing CAS football. So now Western Australia, they get their first opportunity with ball in hand after a mistake early from the invitational side. Coulter drives it forward off the scrum win, jumping into dummy half, does well, looks. Our dummy half, of course, Cody Wynn. He in turn picked up Beasley. Beasley now will play it. Took a while to get it. It's a long pass. Goes out the back to a Moana. Moana sets up. Nice pass for Coulter. And Quinton Coulter scores first points for WA after a mistake from the invitation side. And they'll lead 4-0.
Try scorer there for the WA under 17 Schoolboys is number 3, Quinton Coulter.
So Coulter grabs the first points. The Rockingham Senior High School. It'll be the number 9, Cody Wynn, with the goal kicking duties. A tough one first up right here in front of the grandstand at St Mary's. An absolutely cracking setup. Great facilities here at the St Mary's Club. 3 days, the combined affiliated championships, 4 games each day. I'll give you all the action shortly of what's in front for the day, but 2 under-17s games followed by 2 men's games. Tough cold kicking conditions as Wynn moves her. He tries to slice it around too far. Cracking a first attempt there. So 4-0. Only 3 gone. So a good start for WA after, as we mentioned, it was a mistake from the invitation side. So invitation now with the restart. Goes deep. Plenty on it. Taken in the in-goal. There's a mistake there. Has it gone back? Referees. Oh, no, he's going to say knock on. Well, there was three Western Australians all around the football, so hard to tell, but referee saw it. So it'll be a dropout after the mistake in the in-goal. A little bit of lack of communication. So Pukere puts it high in there. Oh, it's allowed to bounce. There's a little bit of lack of communication there too. It's spewed out the back. We're going to say knock on. Invitation. And you can see the wind there. It just sat up. Can Pukere. So eventually Western Australia do get it back. The ball's fed, picks up at the back, finds out try scorer Coulter. He scored the first one of the match. Both centres, quite big lads for this Western Australian side. They go to the short side, looks for the leader. The leader's tackled well, they get him to the ground. Wynn controlling things in the middle, looks to the open. That's where he finds Beasley. Beasley will play it 3 shy of halfway. So keep him low to the ground. Win. Finds Bullard. Skipper of this Western Australian side makes some good metres. With that charge on tackle 3. This time they go to the left. The first opportunity. That's where we go. Ends up in the hands of Tirana. And he threw the pass, but it's gone forward. That's a call from the referee. So a mistake from W8 as the ball did go forward. An Invitation. Look at their first opportunity with the football. They haven't touched it as yet in this opening 6 minutes. Of course, 25-minute halves. So now they get their first opportunity. Wallace. He'll play it. After the scrum, they roll it forward. Good footwork there. Mistake. Referee's going to say knock on WA as... That's what I'm presuming. Or he's going to say poor carry. Yeah, it'll be a WA feed. He's pretty happy with himself. Poaching. So scrum feed. Referee wants it fed again. Could be fed now. Picked up the back. They come to the short side. Wallace. Good tackle. Coming across from Rogers. Fiao. Fiao, dummy half. Some solid defence there from WA. They pick him up and drive him backwards. 3 in the tackle. As you say, Invitation. They'll take a little while to gel. That's forward. The referee calls it. They're a fair rail. Straight away. Well, he called play on, so that's good football. Western Australia will look up now. They'll be 40 away. Dancing in the pink haired gear. Tirana. Win. Looks up. Wanting a runner. Finds Bullard. As it went to Lilili in jersey number 7. Only 15 years of age. There's another strong carry. Now look up Win here. Want to quick play the ball. Finds Beasley. Beasley rolls forward. Had numbers outside. Decided to hang on to it. He'll look up. Still fighting the tackle. And it's a penalty. Just overplayed his hand there. Did Poaching. Win. It'll be the first F-poss of the day as he taps and goes and finds Bullard. Bullard rolling forward. Win. Rogers does well to control the poor pass. Quick on his feet. They go to the left. Lilili. He's got numbers out wide if they want to go. Tuamoana throws the pass. And Arfi says, thank you very much. And he grabs another try for WA. It's the first time we've seen him hit that left edge. And Geordie Tuamoana joined in at the back line and gave a lovely pass for Dumont Arthi. And Arthi grabs the point. WA lead 8-0.
From the Western Australian Schoolboys, number 2, Dermot Arthi.
From the Peter Moyes Anglican School.
8, Invitational yet to score.
Now another kick, tough kick for Wynn, this time on the hillside of St Mary's. So game's up next. It'll be Northern Territory under 17s taking on the Vic 17s at 10:40. As Wynn looks to add the extra 2 points, gets plenty of it, but it'll fall short. So Western Australia, 10 gone, lead 8-0 in this opening clash of the combined affiliated states for 2023. And then there's a break for a few hours and it'll be the men's. It'll be South Australia taking on Western Australia at 1:40, and then at 3 p.m. Northern Territory will take on Victoria. So 4 cracking games of the combined affiliated states. So Williams Hale with a restart. Once again it goes deep. Taken on the full. Looks up, he'll find Bullard. And Bullard, the skipper of this WA side, will roll it forward. Good tackle though, Fiao. Leader. Gets a short pass off Wynn. Wynn again. This time goes to the open. And ball's gone loose. So a mistake bringing it out after points. Not ideal there for Western Australia, but there's a mistake there from Emery. So now Invitation. The number 18, Charlie McEwen, ball in hand. They come to the short side once again, look for Wallace. Wallace tries to get through. He does well. He keeps it alive. Oh no, referee said I had called held. So India Fiao goes to dummy half. He's in jersey 14. That's a strong carry. Moananu. Straight and hard from Bendel then. Good carry. Middle of the field. 15 out. Which way they go? They go to the open side. To the right. Good footwork. Gets through half a hole. Still going. There's Mays, Terora, Farrell, and grabs the first points for this Invitation side. Some soft defence from WA. And Mays, Terora, Farrell grabs the first try of the campaign for the Invitation under 17s.
And that's the try to the Invitational Schoolboys, number 7, Jaden Gambano. WA 8, the Invitational 4 with a kick to come.
Might have had a jumper change, have we? I'm waiting to just find out. So conversion successful, 8 points to 4.
Conversion successful, 7 minutes remaining in this first half, the under 17 Schoolboys. NRL WA 8, Invitational 4.
So 8-6 with 10 to go in this first half. So restart from Western Australia, goes deep. Taken, rolling it back. Good carry. Belly. Morananu, he pops it up. Zeleola on in jersey 9 now. Trying to get his hands on the football. There's the 7 for the invitation side. We'll just get his correct name at half time to make sure we're on the money. Ville, another strong carry. He's second in this set and he gets it over halfway. And good footwork. Poaching. Starting to find a little bit of a rhythm now, this invitation side on the back of points. This time that goes high. Zile, Fuliola. And it's taken to Moana. Brings it back for Western Australia. After a great set after points for the invitation side. Hits solidly. Arthie. Just some one-out stuff now as the wingers come in looking for work. Pukeret plays it. Saunderson, good carry. Into the middle of this invitation pack. We're on the last. They haven't made a lot of yardage in this set. Rogers will look to complete it. It's a nice kick. He keeps it low, going back. Williams-Hale. He bounces out of 1. They come again and complete the tackle. And Wallace. Skirting, looking dangerous now through the hole again. The ball's loose. Has he hung on to that? Oh, no, they're going to say he did hang on to it. The crowd weren't that happy about it. Ville. Zele, Fuliola. The dummy half kicks too deep, goes taken. Did a good job there, Arthie. He did a good job. He got back in the end goal. Ball was too deep. Beasley does well and gets his side a penalty as well. It was a strong carry from the 13. Pukere. He'll take the penalty kick right in the middle of the field. He'll look for down a few extra metres. Has it gone out? He does well. It's a good kick, makes 15 metres. Touch Judge Crow on the sideline, just pointing out the mark. The leader with the restart. Goes now, he just taps and goes. Onto the field. Brody Dunn, he'll slip into the dummy half roll, picks it up nicely, finds Rogers. Rogers to Saunderson. Saunderson kept it alive. Looking for a quick play, the ball is done. Rogers went to dummy half. Saunderson, a little bit of ball playing at first receiver. He picks up Beasley. And Beasley will play it 11 away. They look to go to the left. Long pass to a Moana. Again, the pass for Arthie. Couldn't hang on to it. Across the face and it'll fly into touch. So 5 left. 8-6. In this opening under 17s clash. This invitation side, Poaching. Wallace, another good run. He's had some good carries as the 4 for the invitation side. When they've been in trouble, gone in looking for the hard work. Flat pass across the face. Comes back inwards, Williams-Hale. McEwen. get up quickly this time and wrap him up. It was a good tackle. Leader got up in the face of the invitation, number 11. Fiao, Caillou Fiao on halfway. Woods will play it. Deep. Gets plenty of it. Straight down the throat of Arthur, who just patiently takes it and looks up. He looks like he's going to skirt down that touchline. Beats one. You get a hint, he's got a little bit of speed, as Arthur. Spinning out of the tackle. Leaf. And gets his side a penalty. His first real touch. Yavan Leaf. As I said, the two centres for WA. Big bodies. And Pukere. We look to gain a few metres with this kick once again. Finds 15. Finds 20. It's a big kick. Leaf with the restart. Back to the mark. Referee. Once again, Leaf does the same. Just taps and goes and drives it forward. He'll play it 15 out. Lilili wanting some runners. Flat pass. Picks up in all. Done to dummy half. Lilili. Flat pass there for Saunderson. Saunderson, good footwork. Gets a metre out. Done again. Which way will he go? Looks up. Eventually gets in the hands of Rogers. Rogers puts the kick through. It's been trapped by Invitation and pounced on. Had numbers out to his right. Decided to put the kick through. A bit of noise there. You could hear him yelling as he rolled into it. Moananu. Another strong carry. Divine Billy. Billy gets to his feet now. Takes a while to get to his feet too. McEwen wanting a runner underneath. Eventually ball's gone backwards. Referee said cleaned up by Wallace. Wallace going across field. Chased. And Coulter eventually brings him to the ground. Williams-Hale. Last tackle it was. Gets a rush kick through. Tuamoana. He'll look up. He's got space. He's got Arthur outside. Arthur gets around one. Coming across, as we said, he's got a fair bit of speed. Arthur's got runners inside. Tuamoana. Tuamoana for the line. Can he reach out? He's tackled a metre out. Leaf will go to dummy half. And the ball's gone wild. Cleaned up by McEwen. Leaf just threw the Hail Mary. Tough pass, but as we said, Dermot Arthur down that left-hand touchline. Showed a clean pair of heels. An Invitation scrambled well, that was the key. With a minute 20 left till the half-time break. Try and bring it out of their danger zone. They'll play it 20 to the side of halfway. Once again, a big kick. Tuamoana has to go back. It bounces. He'll pick it up only 5 away from his defensive try line. Sizes the situation. Gets through half a gap. All of a sudden he'll look up. Leaf, room to move. He's got Arthur on the inside. Decides all he's still going is Leaf. Good tackle. Coming across in cover defence. Tirana. 30 seconds to the break. WA leader. Charging on it. Good footwork. Step to the line. Keeps it alive. Ball's gone back. Picked up. They'll have to play the tackle. He spins out of the tackle. Does a good job. Ellerton. Lilili picks up Bullard. We've got 11 seconds till the halftime siren. 6, 5. Which way they go? Out of dummy half. It goes to Rogers. Rogers will put it high in the air. It's a flat kick. All he's got to do is get the ball down. It was a nice kick across the face. And Khan Pukere grabbed the ball. Only had to go the 2 to 3 metres to get over it, and right on the half-time siren. Pukere grabs the 4 points, and once again it'll be a tough kick for the goal kicker. It was a nice kick across the face there from Darius Rogers.
And West Australian Schoolboys with the buzzer beater. Paul and number 5. W18 12. Invitational 6.
So Pukere grabs the late try right on the half-time break, and he'll try and convert his own try from the sideline. Definitely utilising their edges is this WA side. That's where they've scored all their points. 2 tries on this right edge and 1 on the left. And we'll just wait to see. It's Khan. Pukere moves in. Punch it out to a 8-point lead if possible. He's got plenty of it, but it just fades away to the right. So we will go to the half-time break. Western Australia grabbing 3 tries. And Western Australia lead 12-6 at the break. We'll be back with all the second half action shortly. William Hales, Detroit William Hales with the restart, goes deep. WA will bring it back. He keeps it alive too off the kickoff. It was their number 10. And Trey Emery, who got it back for a win now, Bullard. Win in the dummy half. He'll look up eventually, pops it to the hard-running Beasley. Cruz Beasley's had some good charges. He'll play it on 3, 5 away from halfway. Tormoana's the dummy runner. They kick early. Rogers keeps it low. Kicks with the corner, going back. Williams Hale. He has to do some work too. Might have gone into touch. It has indeed. So they get some purchase on that kick from Rogers. It was a nice kick. They'll get the ball back, Western Australia. So Leader will play it. Win will go to dummy half. Bullard throws the dummy. Tucks the ball underneath. Had Emery outside. Just makes the tackle. Emery's there. Just short if he needs it. Wynn throws the long pass. Elitely. Out the back it goes for Leaf. Leaf gets through the first tackle. Trying to drive forward. Does well. And he'll play it. Long pass high. Went high in the air. Pirana takes it and just drives it forward. He'll play it now. They go the short side again. Artie, can he barge his way over? He can't. Tried to take on the defence. Memphis Wallace was waiting and drove him into touch. So now Invitation. Still at that half-time score. 12-6. As I mentioned, 25 minutes half in the under-17s. To the open they go. Villi tries to keep it alive. Did well. Strong carry. Takes 3 Western Australian players to get into the ground eventually. Kembano applies the pass. Good hands. Poaching tried to go to this right side. Good crowd in as well early. Poaching eventually. Oh, he gets a penalty. I thought they'd held him too long. He looked to get on with it quickly, but the referee said, just wait till I find the mark. Gambano, try scorer for Victoria in that first half. Gets the drop punt. Wallace. Oh, he looks up. He's waiting. Gambano eventually out the back for Poaching. Poaching floating across to the left. He'll play it 20 away. Middle of the field. In the dummy half they go. Good scoot out of there. Azele Fuliola. And he catches the Western Australian defenders offside. So they'll get a reload. Morinanu rolling forward, too soft. Morinanu just charges over. He left the WA players in his wake. Schools to the left of the upright. Shouldn't have any problems with this conversion attempt and will be locked up 12 all.
That's a try to CAS Invitational to number 8, Daniel Moananu. WA 12, the Invitational 10 with a kick to come.
So Moananu, strong carry, 10 out. And Gambano. Look to add the extras. No problems, flags in the air, and we're locked up 12 all. Beautiful day for rugby league, not too hot, cooled down nicely.
Successful to Gambano. We are locked up here, folks, at 12 points apiece.
Such a deep kick. Bukere does well now, bringing it back. His invitation side just starting to get into their work. Ville. Courts. Zile, Fuliola, the dummy half, short pass for the Woods. Gambano just controlling things nicely, putting players in the right direction. Back underneath, Ville. He keeps it alive. For our try scorer, Moananu. He in turn pops it out the back. Fial, Caillou Fial. He'll play it 5 away from halfway, or 2 away. He just gets to his feet eventually. Once again, some good ball movement, strong carry. Daniel Morinanu starting to get his hands on the football and making plenty of metres. Gambano, he kicks for himself, grubbers it through to a Moana, but it's picked up. Poaching. Poaching goes ching and scores for the Invitational side. So Elijah Poaching, it was some clever work, some good work from their forwards. And then a nice kick from Jaden Gambano and Elijah Poaching.
And there's a try to CAS Invitational. Number 12, Elijah Poaching. Invitational hits the front, 16.
So 16-12 kick to come. So Gambano. Looking to add the extras. He's 2 from 2 so far. We'll get a good view from the grandstand. Tries to slice it around. Oh, it's hit the post. It was just coming back. The conversion unsuccessful. This Invitation side leading 16-12. They trailed 12-6 at half time. They've started this second half with plenty of momentum. And now Western Australia, still 15 left. On this opening clash of the Combined Affiliated States Championship for 2023. Goes deep. Gambano. He'll look up. Billy. This is the formula they've used. They've used their big forwards. Wallace. He gets put on his back. That's a good tackle, driving him forward. Some good work. Looking for more work. It was the WA 20, Ruben Blake Woodrow. Made the strong tackle. There he is again involved with Bullard. Go to the left. More than happy to keep the ball alive again. Down that far touchline. They're going to drive him in the touch. Yeah, they are. So Western Australian cover defence did the job. Rogers it was. And Western Australia, they haven't seen much of the footy the last 5 minutes. The Invitation sides grabbed a couple of tries. Some limited changes, so plenty of changes. Pretty happy out there. Win, looking for his runners. Leleti. It's a strong carry. And the WA's number 18. Late Landon Johnson. Good carry. Leleti starting to hit the ball now. Bullard. Bullard. Drove forward, done back in the dummy half. Leleti. Good footwork at the line there from Beasley. And unfortunately, Brandon, the ball squeezed out. So a mistake. His Invitation side will get the ball back. Scum feed on the defensive 20 for the Invitation. Gambano for Wallace. He's picked up and carried backwards. This time Veely's put on his back, so they slow it right down. Good tackle, Beasley. Woods. Phoenix Woods. Eventually they look to go the short side out of dummy half. Clever. Azile Fuliala. Azile Fuliala. He plays it. Woods again. And a mistake in the play. The ball from Woods. So be scrum feed, Western Australia 5. Shy of halfway. trying to go through this big invitation forward pack. Western Australia, Rogers, he sees what's happening, so he just pops it up. There's an early kick. An early kick, it was tackle too. And Paul Kerr, he tried to do it himself. Now there's a mistake from the invitation side. Saunderson. Done it. Dummy half, looks up. Beasley. Another strong carry. What a good game, the 13. Western Australia, they look to go to the right. They jam it back to the left. Johnson, can he get the ball down? No, he can't. They stop him. A metre out. In the dummy half goes Leaf. Some good footwork by White. But he's held up on full. Oh, Bullard, it's bounced straight off his chest. So once again, Western Australia getting a bit excited in good attacking zone. Courts. Famuana. Once again, this invitation side just rolling out of their danger zone nicely. Zilier fully all up. Gambano, he looked to throw the wide pass. He went the short one, but they're still rolling it over halfway. Here's a wonderful carry. They're going to try the one-on-one strip. They get it. It'll be 6 to go. Oh, I was going to say knock on invitation. Yes, knock on invitation. He might be a bit unlucky there. It'll be a scrum feed, Western Australian feed. Only 8 left. Lili feeds it. Big dummy. White. Oh, and there's the mistake on tackle. Well, it wasn't even tackle one. Invitation get another opportunity after a mistake from Western Australia. Unable to complete sets at the moment, this Western Australian side. The invitation side feeding off it. Woods. He popped it off. Morinanu. Flat pass, Gambano. He's got runners inside and out. Takes the tackle. Zillaire, Fuliola again out of dummy half. He's been dangerous. He'll look to run as he gets through that tackle and will score under the post. Lockyer, Zillaire, Fuliola, as we said, has been dangerous in this second half. He just started to come into his own at the back end of the first. And he scores under the sticks to punch it out to 20 points to 12. Shouldn't have any problems with the conversion attempt. And after they trail 12 points to 6 at half time, this invitation side has really controlled play in the second half. And as we said, the invitation side made up from 10 from South Australia, 10 from Victoria. And straight up after this game, 10:40 is the Northern Territory under 17s. See them warming up over the back. We'll take on Victoria 17s. So Gambano, Jaden Gambano moving in. Shouldn't have any problems with that. He headbutts it over. Yeah, flags are straight up in the air, and 22 points to 12. 6 left. Been a big second half.
Conversion successful to Jaden Gambano in the number 7. Invitational 22 for the big lead over WA 12 with 5.5 minutes remaining.
Another deep kick taken in the in goal again, but just looks up and charges into it. Good strong run once again. Morinanu really enjoyed his work in this second half. So he's going to have a break coming off now. Wayne Meany will come back onto the field, and there's a mistake. Or it's a bad tackle. Just got picked up and lifted above the horizontal. Trying to find a little bit too much. Arthur does well. Keeps it in the field of players. Him and Tuamoana nearly ran into each other, but Arthur again. Not much of him, but he has a dig. Saunderson. Good solid shot. Wallace. Good tackle. Inol tries to get through the tackle, does well, breaks away. Inol really winding up. Can he get his hands out? Reaches down and grabs the points. What a wonderful individual effort from Jesse Inol. Had plenty of work to do. He's got Western Australia back in the context. An important conversion attempt. He won't have a lot of time to get on with it. 22-16, 3 left.
Invitational 22, the LWA 16.
Khan Pulkere with the conversion attempt. And might set it up for a grandstand finish. Important conversion. Another conversion attempt we get a good look at. Moves in, no problems, flags in the air, 22-18. 2.5 left by the time we get underway.
Invitational 22, lead LWA 18 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Invitation side in no hurry. Referee might bump time off. The referee's trying to hurry things along. It'll be all go here from Western Australia as they need to go 100 metres. Detroit Williams Hale eventually does get us underway. It's a deep kick. Taken nicely. Saunderson was there. Tuamoana, they realise which way they've got to go. They throw it to the right. Another strong carry. Jesse Anor, he's the man that got him back into the clash with a wonderful individual try out of dummy half. Rogers, what can he scheme? Gets through the first tackle. And a penalty. They won't muck around with this. It'll be an F-POS, I would have thought. Oh, no. Pukere tried to thread the needle too far and can't put the penalty kick into touch. So Invitation, all they've got to do now is hang on to the football, and that'll be enough. Moana. Moana rolling forward, poaching. Scored an important try in this second half. Woodrow tries the one-on-one strip. Just a mistake after a penalty for Western Australia. They tried to thread the needle. Saunderson with half a chance now. Does the strip and rolls it forward. 30 seconds left. They'll play it 40 out. Which way will they go? Goes to Rogers. Tuamana was on the inside. Good footwork from Coulter. And now they'll look up. They're not that deep, this Western Australian side. They know they've got to let the ball talk. Oh, Rogers puts the kick through, coming through. They'll get one more shot. They reload. They go to the short side. Rogers, he's got outside. Coulter, he started the game with a try. He'll finish the game with a try. As the siren sounds, referee points to the spot. Quinton Coulter grabs a double. And we are locked up 22 all, kick to come. So no extra time. And as we said, Quinton Coulter, he started with the first try of the championship. And for Western Australia, with 2 seconds left, slams the ball down. So now Khan Pukere. The conversion attempt to give Western Australia a victory. They led 12-6 at half time. This Invitation side have really controlled the football in the second half. Tough kick in swirling conditions. We'll just watch the touch, judges. The crowd awaits. He moves in. Look at there. Looks good off the boot. Flags in the air. And Western Australia have got home in the last minute with a conversion attempt after a wonderful try to Quinton Coulter. The conversion after the siren from Khan Pukere. And NRLWA run out 24-22 winners in game one of the Combined Affiliated States Championship.